The world is changing fast, but you can learn it at a slower pace.
Special English.
Please note that the following stories are read by AI, but all information has been written and verified by professional editors. You are listening to Special English.
China will host the 2026 World Artificial Intelligence Conference and high-level meeting on global AI governance in Shanghai this July. Zhou Haibing, deputy head of the National Development and Reform Commission, said that China looks forward to taking the conference as an opportunity to further strengthen international cooperation on AI with all parties. Zhou said that AI governance bears on the future of humanity and is a common issue facing all countries, adding that China upholds multilateralism and the principles of openness and inclusiveness, and has actively promoted global governance and international cooperation on AI, contributing Chinese solutions to global development in the intelligent era. Going forward, China will coordinate development and security efforts, actively practice multilateralism, and uphold the principle of being people-centered and of developing AI for good. Zhou added that China will also fulfill its responsibilities as a major country, manage risks, strengthen prevention, explore cooperation on AI regulation, and work with other parties to guard against AI safety risks.
You are listening to Special English.
Cross-border digital Chinese yuan services have made new progress, with 26 financial institutions signing on as direct participants. With e-CNY Center International Company in Shanghai, the first batch of direct participants in China's digital fiat currency and its related payment system includes Standard Chartered China, as well as multiple Chinese-funded banks' branches in Thailand, Singapore, Laos, and Qatar. Under the traditional model, a single cross-border transaction often has to pass through 3 to 5 intermediary banks, undergoing processes such as message verification and compliance checks. With the help of the services, these institutions can achieve direct connectivity with the payment systems of monetary authorities and various financial institutions at home and abroad, reducing the settlement period from several working days to just a few hours. It is a cross-border and blockchain infrastructure service platform for digital Chinese yuan, built and operated by e-CNY Center International Company under the guidance of the Digital Currency Institute of the People's Bank of China. a group of researchers have found that super-Earths and mini-Neptunes planets follow distinct evolutionary paths. After conducting an in-depth study based on large sample observational data, that is according to the National Astronomical Observatories, under the Chinese Academy of Sciences, the findings of the study have been published in the journal Science with the help of observational data from China's Large Sky Area Multi-Object Fiber Spectroscopic Telescope, Europe's Gaia satellite, and the Kepler Space Telescope. In the solar system, the four rocky planets of Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are distributed in the inner region, while the outer region is home to four gas and ice giants: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Since the launch of the Kepler Space Telescope in 2009, astronomers have discovered thousands of exoplanets beyond the solar system, the vast majority of which have radii between those of Earth and Neptune. These planets do not form a single and uniform group, but instead fall into two categories. One is the super-Earths, which are slightly larger than Earth and composed mainly of rock and iron. The other is the mini-Neptunes, which are larger in size and possess thick and gaseous envelopes. The researchers said super-Earths are like the survivors in exoplanetary systems. They may have experienced violent processes such as gravitational scattering and giant impacts, which randomly excited their orbits to relatively high eccentricities, after which their orbits were rapidly circularized by tidal forces. In contrast, mini-Neptunes are like natives living in quiet zones. They are dominated by gentle and long-term orbital evolution, with eccentricity slowly transferred from the outer to the inner regions, and rarely experience dramatic dynamical events. Xie Jiwei, the corresponding author of the study, said that super-Earths and mini-Neptunes may seem similar, but they have distinctly different personalities, adding that their orbital evolution history is crucial for understanding the formation and evolution of planetary systems.
You are listening to Special English.
A thriving colony of protected green sea turtles has been found in lagoon seagrass beds on China's Huangyan Dao in the South China Sea by researchers from the Chinese Academy of Sciences. The research team is from the South China Sea Institute of Oceanology under the Academy, based in Guangzhou in South China's Guangdong province. Their preliminary counts put the local turtle population at over 50 in this island lagoon. Their field survey confirmed that the lagoon hosts a mature, interconnected coral reef seagrass ecosystem that provides high-quality habitats for sea turtles and other marine fauna. The scientists said China's conservation efforts have helped foster dense and healthy seagrass, which is the primary food source for green sea turtles. They also observed expanding sandbars adjacent to the seagrass beds, exposed during low tide. These landforms are poised to become prime nesting sites for green and hawksbill sea turtles, turning Huangyan Dao into a full life cycle habitat for these marine reptiles. Green sea turtles are classified as a first-class state protected wild species in China. In 2025, Chinese scientists documented a complete green sea turtle hatching process on the beaches of Yongshu Reef in the Nansha Islands, marking the first such observation.
That is the end of today's program. I hope you will join us every day to learn English at a slower pace.